Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive? We're going to unpack the mental side of tennis today.
Okay.
We got some listener questions about it. They were really curious about those articles on the mental game, you know?
Yeah, fascinating stuff.
Like one article I was looking at before we started recording mentioned how those top players train, like some of them are out there at 5 a.m. Can you believe that? 5
Really?
a.m. You'd think, okay, they're putting in the hours, they're going to just dominate, right?
Right.
But it says here that more time on the court doesn't always mean more wins.
That's so true. I mean, everyone at the top levels is putting in the work. It's what goes on mentally that often makes the difference.
That's what I was thinking. It's like the secret ingredient, you know? So we're lucky to have you here today. You're like the mental game guru. You work with athletes on that next level mental toughness, right?
That's the goal. I work with everyone from pros to, people just starting out who just want to love the game even more.
I was going to say, it's not just for the pros, is it?
No, not at all.
We can all use a little mental edge.
Absolutely. Everyone.
I even saw this quote in one of the articles we're looking at. It was from Iga Świątek, Wimbledon, I think it was. Even Shui was saying how she gets in her own head sometimes.
Happens to the best of them.
Yeah, she was saying it's like harder to figure things out when you're in the moment, you know?
Oh, absolutely. It's like trying to read a map when you're lost in the woods.
And you're surrounded by trees, yeah. So how do you develop that mental toughness? What are some things people can actually work on?
So one major thing is confidence, but not just the surface kind. It's deeper than that. It's trusting yourself when you're down low 40, when the pressure's on.
It's like believing you can still turn it around.
Yes. And then focus. Can you stay in the moment, point by point, or are you letting your mind wander to mistakes or what the score is?
Ooh, I do that. Get stuck on a bad call.
And tennis is so emotional, right?
Yeah.
So learning to regulate those emotions, the pre-match jitters, the frustration if things aren't going your way.
Yeah, channeling that energy instead of letting it control you.
Exactly.
And, even the best players, they don't win every single match. Losses are going to happen.
Part of the game.
So how do you deal with that mentally?
That's where resilience is key. How do you bounce back from a tough loss? How do you learn from it and come back stronger? Those are the questions.
So say you're about to serve for the set, right? Pressure's on, feels like a big moment.
Big time.
What's a mental strategy someone could use right then?
I love visualization. But you're not just picturing it, vaguely. You're really there. You can feel the grip on your racket, hear the sound of the ball hitting that sweet spot, almost smell the fresh court. You've mentally rehearsed it so many times that when it's real, it feels familiar.
Like you've already aced it 100 times.
Exactly.
It's tricking your brain.
In a way, yeah. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
There's this other article about a player who was down, like really down 5-2 in the third set. And they were like, okay, visualization time. And they completely came back to win. It's wild how powerful it can be.
Absolutely.
It's like, yeah, hitting a good topspin is important.
Yeah.
But this mental stuff, that's the game changer.
It's huge. And the cool thing is it helps in other areas of life, too.
It's true. Tennis is like a microcosm of life. You face challenges, setbacks, you have to dig deep.
Right. The same skills you use on the court, that focus, that resilience, you can apply those anywhere.
Totally. Now, here's something I was thinking about. If someone is listening and they're thinking, okay, I want to work on my mental game, where should they even start?
Well, first, I'd say take a look at your beliefs. What are you telling yourself in your head about your game? Are those beliefs helping you, or are they holding you back?
It's like, are you your own worst critic?
Sometimes, yeah, we could be our own toughest opponents.
Wow, that's a powerful thought. So it's not just about acing your serve, it's about mastering your mindset, both on and off the court. Love it. This has been awesome. Until next time, everyone, keep practicing both those forehands and those mental games.
See you next time.